With the lack of tutorials for the Rio seat and lack of documentation, I've been struggling to find out how to launch a GPS guided bomb from the back seat, or at least target one, that is. But this video will show you my way of doing it, which should yield successful results. Hope this is easy to follow. Thank you so much for watching. All right, guys, we're just going to get into it. So the first thing we're going to do in this training scenario is we're going to go ahead and turn Jester off because he's going to annoy things. The next thing we're going to do up front is get the master arm uncovered. We'll select air to ground, put that in video, the switch right here, the VDI, and then make sure weapon selector is in the all the way down position. Next, time to go to the back seat. What we're going to do in the back seat is we're going to go ahead and come back to the flare control and select this button to flare. It's already on, so it's already been warmed up, but if it's not, just put this all the way to the right and wait for about 5 minutes for it to warm up, and then click this operational button here. Then you'll be able to click that. Come over here, we'll press this TCS button. You're then going to go ahead and make sure that your mode says air to air, you want air to ground, and that is with the lantern mode, air to ground, air to air designate. What I recommend doing is going to these controls, lantern controls, and mapping what I have mapped here. I've assigned them to a modifier so they don't conflict with my other Rio controls. So I clicked modifier. I assigned my index or my pinky button as a modifier. So when I press my pinky button just once, I can activate my lantern, all my lantern controls. And then when I press my pinky button once more, it goes back to my regular Rio controls. Same thing for my hand control unit. I can move the radar around. Then I press my pinky button. Now I'm moving the lantern around. That's kind of how that works. Pretty cool stuff. So right now I'm moving the HCU. I press the button, and now I'm moving the camera. Okay, so that's how I did that. Now we're going to press my area mode. So center your stick, then press area. Sometimes, there we go. Now it's in area mode, so it's fixed and locked. Oh, but I think I see actually a heat signature right here. There's something there. Oh, look at that. We have some vehicles. Let's take these vehicles out. So we're going to put our cursor right on top as best we can. And we're going to press our trigger full action button. Oh, might be a little too far. Let's get a little bit closer and then we'll do the same thing. Okay, now that we got a little bit closer, my full action actually works. So I'm going to go back in active pause. And this is as much as we can zoom in. Once you press your full action, you'll get this lateral bar here and time to release. If we can, might be a little too far. I'm going to try to put my crosshair a little bit closer and press my point track button to get a point track, but I think we're still a little bit too far, so we'll wait till we get a little bit closer to do that. However, what you're going to want to do is you want to get your coordinate as close as possible, or your crosshair as close as possible to on that vehicle there. Let's get a little bit closer. Okay, now that we're a bit closer, I'm back in active pause. I'm going to get my crosshair as close as I can to the vehicle and put it in point track mode. There we go. Now we have a point track lock. I'm just going to re-click my full action just to make sure the coordinate is, or the camera is locked in that position. Now, we have to tell the bomb where to go. So just clicking full action doesn't update the bomb. If we go to the JDAM mission page here, you can see we're selected on Station 3 at the bottom, right here. And I've selected Station 3 as well. What we have to do is we have to actually almost make a coordinate. It's almost like the A10 when you make a speed with TMS forward long. Same idea. But what we're going to do is we're going to click our FOV button. So it's lantern control FOV. Click and hold that for more than 2 seconds. And you're going to get an F that appears. Once that F appears, you'll have created a new waypoint called waypoint 51. So watch this. We're going to click and hold our FOV. F just appears there. On this, you get FPS system update. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over here and click flight plan. Now we're going to use these rocker switches here to find waypoint 51. We'll click 51. And we're on waypoint page two, edit 2 of 2. That's what we want. We've selected station 3. If you want a different bomb, select a different bomb station here. But we have station 3, station 3, station 3. And we're going to click this GGW button. Once we do that, it's going to say update. We're going to press update. And now the bomb has a reference coordinate to go off of. Notice the altitude is 25 feet. Let's change that to 0 feet. So I'm going to press 0, put it in here, and I'm going to press GGW and update. Now it's 0 feet. Now that's all left to do is the pilot has to fly as close to 0 as possible and then press the pickle button at the time to release point. Let's go ahead and go to the front seat and do that. You're going to have your store release mapped, of course, to make this work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you'll notice the bomb is guiding. If you do all those steps without the store update or without telling the bomb where it needs to go, it just flies straight. We'll speed up a little bit of time here. All right, guys, that wraps it up. That's how to use the backseat and how to update your GPS-guided bombs. Again, make sure just all the stations are the one you want to choose. Get the coordinate, update it, and then you're ready to go. And you can let your pilot know that he's ready to shoot. So hope this helps you guys out, and we'll see you in the next one.